right, hello and welcome to my tuning tutorial for string instruments. If you're watching this, you are part of my 5th or 6th grade orchestra classes and you are looking for a refresher, or maybe it's your first time learning how to tune an instrument. Well, today I want to make sure that you know how to do that, so while you're away from school you have the ability to tune an instrument. So I have my viola here, and on my viola I want to go over some of the parts that we use to tune our instrument. First and foremost, we have down here, there they are, the fine tuners. They have 4 little screws, and if you notice, each one of those screws lines right up with a string. So the screw furthest over here, this would be for my C string on the viola, the one furthest over for the A string, and then each one lines up with the string you're about to tune. Now the other parts you use to tune your instrument, the pegs. We twist those, but those make large adjustments, where the fine tuners make small adjustments. So when tuning, unless your string is really out of tune, you want to start with your fine tuners. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to teach you how to use the fine tuners and then possibly the pegs if you have a really bad slip. So there's a couple tuning apps that can really help you out with this. There's one that I really recommend, and I'm going to pull it up on my phone right here. It is called Pano Tuner, Panoramic Tuner, Chromatic Tuner, really any sort of tuning app that you have on any device is perfect for this. So I'm going to pull up my tuner and allow it to record audio, and you've got something like this for your display. Now it shows you right where your pitch is, so if I sing an A and I'm in tune, that little bar, A, it's going to line up right in the middle there. Now if I'm a little low, see how it's going towards A flat, which we know means the lower version of A. So I can go sharp or flat, and so I want to end up right about there on the note. So I'm going to try, I should have tech tested this. I'm going to try and angle my camera. So here, I want to grab a music stand so you can see this right next to me. Almost there. Aha. So hopefully, as I go, you can kind of see what's going on right there. Definitely did not just run over my viola with the chair. You can see my tuner as I go. So I'm going to play my A string. We're going to start there. And on that A string, if you're looking at that line, you can see that it's almost in the center and that the bar is green. I'm going to play it one more time. Now, if I'm trying to tune my instrument, I want to get it as close to that center line as I can. However, it doesn't have to be perfect, especially not for right now. So if you're not there, you want to make sure you tune your fine tuner if you're close to that A. So the fine tuner will get you either which way. Now, in order to go higher, you're going to want to take your fine tuner and tune it, turn it to the right. So we want to go this way, and righty-tighty really works for this phrase, right? If you need to go lower, lefty-loosey. So if you need it, right, I always make the L's. For you, my right hand looks like the L, but it's actually, this one's my left. If I'm looking at it from my way, you're going to want to make sure you turn it lefty-loosey. So I'm going to intentionally mess up my A string here so I can show you. Yeah, now it's in between A and A flat, so I'm going to turn it righty-tighty. It slowly is going towards that A. There we go. And so you repeat that with all your strings. So I'm going to check my D. Oh, that's pretty sharp, so I'm going to bring that down. That can work. G. C. Nice. So one thing I tell people when they start tuning, don't be afraid to move your peg. Or sorry, not your peg, but your fine tuner. Don't be afraid to move it. If you go a little too far one way, that can happen. But you can always just go the other way and make up for it. So you want to make sure you are trying something. If you're not moving it at all, then it's not going to get in tune. So you want to make sure you do that. So now we're going to talk the pegs. So what if you come to your instrument, it's been a couple days since you last practiced, and oh no, your string is just like way loose off the instrument. Well, what you can do is turn your pegs for that. So I'm going to make sure I follow the string up and look what peg it's coming out of, and I'm going to turn that one. And the general rule of thumb for turning your pegs is you want to go slowly. You don't want to go too fast, otherwise it's pretty easy to break a string, especially on violins and violas. You want to go slowly, and then you also want to push in at the same time. So turn slowly away from the instrument. So I'm going to turn my peg to where it's going, I think upward towards the ceiling. So I turn up, and you can hear it's getting there. And then sometimes your peg will not want to stay even if you turn it, so you have to turn and push in at the same time to get your peg to stay. Otherwise, sometimes they slip. So once you get it close to what you think is the note, check it with your fine tuner again. Almost there. And you're in tune and ready to practice. So violins and violas, when you reach up and under like this to turn with your left hand, that's how the professionals do it. But if you're not comfortable with that yet, you can definitely, I would bow your string to see where it's at on the tuner. Fell flat. And then you can take your instrument and then bring it down here in your lap and then turn the fine tuner left or right. It's easier to see it that way. So whatever works for you to get your instrument in tune. If you have any questions, you can email me. You can have your parents email me at, or you if you use email. I don't know. Fifth graders don't check email a lot. kpitcher@goshenschools.org is my email address. Fifth graders, your parents can contact me through the Remind app with specific questions. And then for anyone, if you are wanting to double check something with me, I am happy to arrange like a video call on Google Hangouts. So that way I can one-on-one with you quickly, or we can go back and forth that way. So happy practicing. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.